As a Year 1 Personalized Learning Challenge school, all of us at Maryland were excited to initiate a personal learning transformation during the past year. The transformation began with the identification of a group of 6 core teachers that became our personalized learning team. These teachers made a commitment to transforming their practice and helping build a school-wide understanding of personal learning. In order to build their own capacity, their initial work centered on the study of the book, Students at the Center. This work led to an understanding of the 4 attributes of personal learning, and a big takeaway was that teaching for thinking is as important as teaching for content knowledge, as described in the Habits of Mind. The team worked to build a school-wide understanding of personal learning and Ben Akalik's Habits of Mind through staff development days and staff meetings. A progression of the Habits of Mind was developed to be used in each grade level so that by 5th grade, all 16 habits will have been taught with increasing depth. Designing a collaboration and professional growth structure needed to make this transformation to personal learning was also a key goal in our first year. We were able to sustain a successful collaboration time with our teachers with the creation of a wheel. The students rotated through visual arts, music, and character education, and during that time, the administrative team met with teachers and offered support in helping them think about pedagogy, along with developing instructional systems. This has led to teachers empowering their students to take charge of their own learning through goal setting and feedback cycles. In addition, the PL team members have begun focusing on student strengths, using Thrively to have students explore their strengths and interests. Some progress has been made in building a pedagogical infrastructure, including our brand. However, developing a learning focus will be the center of our next steps. In the previous year, we participated in a design day in which the staff explored what already makes Maryland great and what we should focus on. Initial conversations have centered on creating real-life, inquiry-based experiences that teach students to think and engage their curiosity. Teachers want students to know that they can make an impact in the world. And in order to build upon the idea of real-life, inquiry-based experiences, we've designed and built a STEM lab, which we call the Collaboratory. We look forward to further transformation in Phase 2.
Hello, I'm Tori Shepard, and I am a 2nd grade teacher at Maryland Elementary School, and I am here to share our work with the Habits of Mind. Many teachers at our site have read the book Students at the Center, and something that really resonated with us were the habits of mind. The habits, of course, are a set of soft skills that students need to be college and career ready. These include communication, collaboration, being flexible and adaptable, just to name a few. So one teacher at our site had started using the habits in her classroom, and as a primary teacher coming from 2nd grade, I thought that introducing my students to 16 habits was overwhelming. So what we did was we came up with the progression. So starting in kindergarten, we chose 3 habits that were most appropriate for kindergartners, and every year introducing our students to 2 or 3 more habits that by the time they get to 5th grade, they are very familiar with all the habits and are using them in their daily experiences. We provided our teachers here at Maryland with PD on the habits of mind, and we gave them all posters that had the habits pertaining to their grade level. And we are excited to be using common language around these habits with both staff members and students. And in the future, we hope to recognize students for using these habits through student awards assemblies.
I am challenged with my PL because usually I learn things pretty quick, but if I am stuck on something, I could go back and review it on my personalized learning path because the teacher has to move on with the rest of the class. In the past years, I usually just read a book or help other people when I finish early. But now I could just work on my personalized learning goals and set new goals. I didn't know what I was capable of. I keep surprising myself.
I am motivated to finish a PL project because I know I am getting smarter. I actually see myself meeting my goals each week. I really never knew how I was doing in class in the past years until my progress report. This year I can explain all my levels and see how to design a learning path that will help me meet my end of the year Common Core standards. Every student in my class has a PO binder that we organize our goals, our standards, our projects, and our feedback.
In my classroom, we have critical friends at teacher conferences. We meet once a week to set and review our goals. We get feedback on our progress, which helps me improve through my PL. My teacher shared our standards with us so I know what I can work on during PL time. PL really helps me fill in the gaps and get ahead. I like being aware of my learning goals. My teacher gives us a lot of power and choice, so everyone is more excited to work hard.
Personalized learning makes learning fun. I don't have to learn the same subjects at the same time as my other classmates. Ms. Berthium gives me choices and lets me get ahead on my other subjects. I also have different needs than everyone in my class, so if Ms. Berthium is teaching a small group that subject, then I'm not learning. But in PL, I get to use my strengths and get ahead or practice on what I need help on.
Special electives are classes that we choose to go to, and sometimes we learn something new. I set my goals that I can meet, and then if I meet that goal, I make bigger goals so then I.
This year is different from the past years because I get to work on the stuff that I have to catch up on. My teacher gives me a chance to work on the stuff that I'm not good at yet, instead of making me listen to stuff I already know. I have more control over the stuff like ARC, Mako News, PL Math, and personalized learning. Those things are important to me because they were designed for me.
Practicing the habits of mind has really motivated me to become a better student. And in my past years, I wasn't really challenged. And now I feel more responsible to make sure I am learning what I need to. The habits of mind have shown me that I should never give up when I'm stuck. Now I'm more skilled on collaborating with others because of critical friends. My teacher doesn't teach me things that I could look up on the internet. She teaches me things that I can't, that from her perspective, and how to find info on my own.